Oh hey folks, Species 7 here. How's everybody doing? I apologize for the darkness here, but we're supposedly in for a little bit of rain here in Glenmalure, so I need to get some of this corn cut down, because it has come up. So, welcome back. As I said, this is Glenmalure. We're playing Farming Simulator 2013, and I need to get this stuff a-cutting. Need to get it a-cutting. There we go. Now, not sure what sort of a speed we're going to deal with. I'm using our new Fendt. I figure I'll fill one trailer with silage, and then I'm going to break out the harvester, because we do have the one that does have a corn head, and we'll harvest the rest into actual corn. Well, we'll see how much of this it takes to fill a trailer. We might find it behooves us to fill a couple. Our potatoes are also ready for topping, so that's a good thing. I'll have to see how this goes. So 25%, eh? We're not even a row around. Well, this thing doesn't take all that much, does it? Might want to fill this a couple of times. So although I am anxious to get silage going, I don't want to be tarping over with, like, 10,000 units of silage. It's just not going to be worth it. So, well, we'll see how this goes. Not a panic. It's going to take us a little while to get around here. So far, not a bad job. Not bad at all. And we're halfway full. Now, I did pick up a device to help us with our silage once we have some. I have a conveyor belt. The problem with it I found, I mean, I don't actually know if it works because I haven't tried it in a silo, but the problem I found with it so far is if you put it into its sort of flat position, which you would think would be more how you would want to store or something like that, it tends to flop over and move around. Well. Maybe it's just old. I know I tend to flop over and move around at random times too, so maybe that's a part of it. What are we doing here? Holy, it's not going to take anything to fill this trailer. So, let me just have a look here. Actually move to our trailer. No. Because I think there was F3. I'm not sure. I thought there was a way that you could increase or decrease the sides on this trailer. Yeah, must be a different one I'm thinking of. Must be a different one. So, let's continue on. Maybe it's the grain trailers you can raise the sides. Because this doesn't really have. Kind of disappointed that it only holds this much. You know? Ooh, we can't make that corner. That's alright. I said what we don't haul away in silage, we're just going to cut down with the harvester anyways. 99, and we're done. Alright, so let's turn it off. Let's tuck it back behind. Fold in the pipe. Well, let's take her up and unload her, shall we? So I hope everyone's still enjoying the series. I am liking this map more and more as I use it. Other than the bit of derpiness trying to get in and out of the chicken pen, which I'm sure is just entirely my own, I'm a bit of an idiot type of affair. But other than that, I gotta say, this is just one champion map. So, I'm really hoping it doesn't rain, but are we gonna even make this? Ooh, just barely, eh? Look at that. Talk about room to fit. Okay, now we shouldn't have any issues finding a place for this in the silo. Let's dump her out, shall we? And watch as our silo goes to a giganticated 2%, 3%. Really? I thought this silo was a heck of a lot bigger than this. One trailer, 5%, eh? Alrighty, well. Okay. And this is such a long train to drag around this tight little farm. You notice again, this is one of these tractors where the physics effect actually centers on the landscape as opposed to the actual vehicle. Like you notice how everything is kind of, the entire landscape's moving up and down here. Whereas you'll notice with most vehicles the landscape remains dead to the horizon and only the vehicle moves its angle within the screen. So that's something that they changed between 2011 and 2013, but it appears that some mods are still working on that other particular engine. So, alright. Get her all inside. Perfect. Okay. Let's get our pipe back out. Let's get her into working mode. Get her turned on. And let's get a second trailer full. Seeing as that took up next to nothing for that one. And you gotta keep in mind too, that's not a whole lot of silage when you get right down to it. Considering we have to split it between just straight silage and making mixed rations, it's not a whole lot. You know, compared to the amount of straw or grass that we have in stock, it's not much at all. So, rain's still holding off, that's a good thing. Because I know they don't like us harvesting once it starts to rain, not at all. Not at all. Get this row straightened up. Lovely. Guess you guys have noticed that yesterday a Minecraft video went up. I don't think that'll be a regular thing. I was just asked to do a tutorial, so I did. I don't have a lot of subs. The ones that I do, I prefer to try and keep them happy. Which is, I gotta admit, something I don't see with some YouTubers. I think of a few in particular that I've been watching for, you know, over a year, and notice how they seem to as the rate of their subscriptions builds, how they seem to become a little less concerned with the subscriber and more concerned with their own time and efforts, as it were. Or maybe they're just getting bored with the games. I guess that's a possibility too. Sometimes making YouTube videos is not exactly an inspiring part of the day. Although usually I enjoy the heck out of it. So. And there's that amazing corner that we can't do anything with. Okay. Boy oh boy. We're not really putting much of a dent in this field at all. I purposely picked a good large field because I knew I wanted to get silage and product out of it. So, I mean, we can't make everything we grow to the animals, even if this is basically a sort of animal-related farm. There we go. We are full again. So, we'll shut her down. We'll fold her up. And we'll get our pipe tucked away. And we will once again make a run for the silage pit. Ooh, it's ever dark in this drought. My goodness. And right there is one of the reasons that I really don't like running those tractors with the crush tires or cultivating tires or whatever you want to call them. You know, maps like this, you often don't really have a huge, whoa, you carried away, come to a stop. You don't always have that nice choice, right? Oop, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to see how the compacting was going. And of course, it's written right across it. Ah, well. $18,000, $20,000. I guess it does hold a lot, because we are at 30,000 at 10%, so I guess it's a 300,000. Not bad. And compacting's at 50%. Thank you very much. So, we can get rid of that. Are we up? Or are we down? We're up. Alright. Just adjusting my seat height here. Well, I'll tell you, this map isn't too bright at the best of times, so far as lighting goes, but on days when... Oh, there we are. Let's have a look at this since we're here. This is the conveyor that I bought. Right. And see these piston tubes here. You can actually lower it down so it's sitting pretty much flat on this little trailer. However, if you do that and you leave it sitting as it is sitting right now, i.e. not hooked up to anything, what it ends up doing, oh, the creepy part, I know this is neat and all, but in all honesty, I do find it a little bit creepy. Just a little. Alright. Yeah, if you leave it just freestanding in the folded position, it, each time I've done that, I have found it laying on its side and turned at slightly more of an angle, or, you know what I mean, like it had flopped over and then made an attempt to wobble about the place. So, yeah, not good. It seems okay if you leave it upright, although, of course, it's not quite as easy and fun to store that way. Alright. But I think it is going to benefit greatly when it comes down to our time to actually get some of the silage out of the pit. You know, I really do think that that's going to be a big, big help. Alright, I think this is like our third time of actual lap around this field, so maybe fourth. Not a lot, like I said, we're not putting that big a chunk out of here. We're still going to get a reasonable little bit for the harvester. So, and we get potatoes to cut. Keep that in mind. I think, yeah, I'm thinking this might be the last go bout. Just might be. Yeah, these, I don't know how it keeps ending up, but I keep getting these really long, like 40-plus minute episodes. Which is alright, my renderer is pretty fast, but she sure do take a while to get up on YouTube. Today being the time change, I didn't quite hit the window as early as I like to. My bandwidth really deteriorates after a certain time of the day, and that certain time of the day is fairly early on, so it doesn't leave me a lot of time to really, you know, get a good start on getting stuff uploaded. So I pretty much have to have a video ready to go the day before, so that as soon as I turn this machine on in the morning, I can start it uploading to YouTube right away. And then I'm usually looking at a 40-minute video taking, just under 3 hours to upload. If I try it any other time of the day, I have had it take upwards of 7 hours. So shorter videos, of course, go much quicker. And we are actually getting a fair bit off now, aren't we? Nice. Ooh, we're just barely gonna make this cut. Alright, so how about we just do this? Just to fill the trailer. So I think I'm only gonna do one more trailer run, and then I'm gonna bring the harvester down. 7 and 8. There we go. So, pipe in, machine off. Folder up. And let's get out of here. Another 17,000 for the pot. Yeah, one more, and then we'll call her good. Oh, I figured I was going to catch the edge of that, darn it. See, it still sticks out past the trailer, even in the so-called transport position. Yeah, it's a pretty sad little mount, I realize this, but the processing of this does take a little bit of time, as does there we go, the fermenting time. Excuse me. So I wouldn't mind getting a little bit in here and getting her covered. As I say, we're going to do one more trailer, and then I think we'll call her. Oh, look, we're producing solid manure now. We actually got enough straw in there to be of some use. And of course, you don't pay attention for even a split second on this farm, and you will find yourself in a position you gotta back out of. Yeah. As I have said before, this is a challenging map. So if you're looking for one of those sort of easy peasy, relaxing, you know, cruise by, make large harvests, make large dollars, yada yada, this is probably not the one. If you've been playing FS213 for a while and are thinking, you know, this is getting pretty easy, I would really suggest you give a map like this a go, because it is just amazing. And let's unfold your positioning. Let's get you turned on. Nice. And last run. And then we'll get out the big guns and finish it off. Yeah, providing we can fit the harvester. Well, I guess we can. It's got a folding corn header, so shouldn't be any issues getting her through the gates and that sort of stuff. None at all. Lovely. And I think this gear, once it's empty, I'm actually going to park down here in those two sheds we have. So I have tried out a number of different tractor mods that are out there right now for MR, and I gotta admit, you know, all in all, I'm fairly disappointed. There's very few of them that seem to run really well, and the ones that do, I kid you not, most of them I had to eliminate just because, again, they're using those crushed tires. I don't know what the appeal of that is, you know, but more and more. A couple of really nice Massey Fergusons. Pretty much every single New Holland I've looked at, for some reason, they run those crushed tires on them. And yeah, that's fine if you're running a map like Pleasant Valley, you know, where all you gotta do is drive a straight arrow line to the end of a field, go off the end of the field, you've got all the room in the world to turn around, and then you can come back and straight as an arrow to the other end of the field, and then those tractors will work out. You can do things like cultivating, etc., with them, and it's not really any sort of an effort. Unfortunately, they don't shine at all when it comes to fields like this, where, as I say, you may have to, you know, the act of coming into a field through the gate actually puts you on the field. You don't have the kind of space necessary to get a vehicle to within range of actually doing something without crossing the field. And if you have to get from one area to another, and the only way to do that is by touching the corner of a field, well, you've just destroyed those crops. And that's not a good thing. I don't care where you're playing. We don't plant crops just to destroy them if we can help it. And that one bit of wheat that didn't come in on that field we were doing, where I kind of waited and I advanced it 4 hours, I finished the other field and I finished that one and it still had not come in. So I actually did leave it because I cultivated the other field and did the spraying and did everything else. And by that point, which was about a 6-hour difference, it had actually ripened. And I cultivated it in. So, oh, and we're done. Alright. Let us get this guy over to the pit and grab the other gear. What I think I'm actually going to do here, while we're down this end of the world, is switch to the trailer and disconnect it. There we go. This fella, I'm going to park up in here. Oh, why is that not folded? I was sure one of the things I did was folded in behind the tractor. I guess not. There we go. Okay. You can see we got all our nice potato gear here, so I think our silage gear will do here quite well. Alright. See, something I did notice with this tractor that's a little odd. Watch the speeds as I back up. 2, 5, 7. See what I mean? Something a little weird going on there. Same thing when you're coming forward. The speed seems to go up in increments of like 5 or 6 as opposed to smoothly like most do. Doesn't feel like the tractor's actually acting that way. But it definitely reads that way. See, 11, 13, 16, 21, etc., etc., etc. So, yeah, don't know. But she seems to work, and look, I can drive through a crop without tearing it to shreds. Alright, let's get this emptied. Maybe we'll compact that silo a little bit. I don't think... Now, I know I have a compactor. Let's have a look here. I know I do actually have one. But I don't know... Not in there. Weights? Nope. Feed? No. Baling? Would it be in? No. Huh. Okay. Oh, it is a mod. Even if it isn't MR, it is still a mod. Okay, so... Miscellaneous. Probably where we'll find it. Why? Because that's where you find pretty much everything. So... What do we got here? Oh, Crone Profit Liner doesn't do me a lot of good. Yeah, here we go. Rex Silo Compactor. But I don't have the MR version. The MR version was available on FSUK, but it hadn't gotten the gold rating yet. It was still silver because there were some issues with it. So, I guess we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way and just drive up and down on it until it says 100%. In the meantime, let's run our last big trailer load. Yeah, Sudam, you can really see how the land rocks when you get up on some of these little hilly bits. Yeah. But like I said, you'll notice with most 2013 gear, that doesn't happen. The vehicle rocks, the land stays perfectly flush with the horizon. Okay. Alrighty. Let's get her dumped out. How are we doing here anyway? Fill level. Well, we're gonna hit 20%, better than 20%, so I think we will blanket this. Yeah, 22%, good enough for now, people. Good enough. So, I believe I have a spot I can park this. Yes, right there. And we'll take the tractor down, we'll run over that mess a couple of times, see if we can't flatten her out a little bit. Oops. See if we can't learn to drive. Driving's just been horrible lately. I think that whole thing out feeding the chickens, just, it killed my ability to drive ever after, so I'm gonna go with that as the story. Yeah. Alright. And that's all parked up, so now, let's go down and play in the silo for a moment, shall we? Oh yeah, there we go. Compacting 0. Yeah, looks like we'll only have to run over her once. There we go, 100% blanket that silo. Poof. There we are. There may not be a whole lot in there, guys, but it is what it is. Alright, let's grab the big harvester now. And, oh, I'll have that trailer in there. How fun. Looks like you don't get to live there at the moment, dude. That's alright. Very, very soon, I'm going to get rid of that chemical sprayer. I'd like to empty it, though, because it's so freaking oh, don't want to do that. Okay, back it up. Stop the backup noises, then we can get out. There we go. That seems to be universal across all the vehicles, eh? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Meant to press the W and press that. See, that is exactly why I'm not fond of that thing where it makes you go through all of that when you get in. Again, cool in concept, but, you know, for times like that when you press the E key instead of what you meant to press, do you really want to go through these animations? Because I don't. See, now this class is a conversion as well, and you'll see that it reacts the same way with the terrain. See, the terrain's kind of bobbing up and down, as it were? Yeah. Now, well, let's get down here a little bit. Much better. Nice and quiet in here. Ooh, pretty fancy looking corn cutter, eh? Huh. Neat. Alrighty. And we didn't get through, did we? I think it was just a little too close to that side. There we go. I didn't figure we were off by that much. So, what do we got going on in here? Are we on the vehicle itself? We are. So, let's see what this stuff does. Alrighty. That's kind of cool. What else do we got? Blah 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 on. Run der Micken chicken on. Alrighty. Oh god, I don't know what any of this stuff is. That's lights. Okay, that, oh, that's pipe. Not sure what that one's doing. This is now flashing. No? Nothing? Nothing? Alright. Nothing there. Okay. Let's get out of this thing. And bring this back up. Okay, straw, good. Work mode, M. That should open her up. That's it? That's your work mode? Okay. Let's go to our corn header then and open that up. Alright, lovely. Went with the 6 row, so we'll have to see how that goes for us. Okay. Whoa, did she ever rise up, eh? Alright, there doesn't seem... Oh, lift corn header. Yeah, that's gonna lift it all the way, right? Yep. See, she seems to lift a bit, I think a little bit much, maybe. But... that's kind of weird. Why does she not? Oh, great. We definitely have an issue here, don't we? You'll see that she just won't go forward. She won't go backwards. Well, well, well. That's not good, guys. Not good at all. As soon as we turn her off, she goes back up. So, that corner header is not going to work on this harvester. So that's a bit of a problem. But it is one that I will deal with. So, Alright, well, I'll figure this guy out. I may end up having to take this entire corn harvest down. Although how I'm going to do that with the silage pit covered is beyond me. But that's okay. We'll figure it out. Let's fold this back up. Yeah, I'll experiment with a few things, see how it goes, and then next time around we will get the rest of this corn down. So, not a long episode, I think, but hopefully it worked out well. So this has been Species 7. Till next time, guys, when we have this a little more together, take her easy and take care of each other. Ciao for now.